Tyler Kieft at OAA Football Media Day alongside one of my fellow members of the local high school football media, Sammy Taormina from the OAA Now podcast and the blog as well with Orion Neighborhood Television. Sammy, this is an exciting time because much of the coaches said in the event itself, the OAA's got a really strong crop of teams in all of its divisions.
Yes, and it's very scary when you look at the divisions. I mean, obviously, you look at the gold. I mean, you got Avondale there, Ferndale there. I mean, Berkeley's got a new coach, Royal Oak. Pontiac, they've been getting better under Coach Jefferson. The blue, it's basically a pick'em division. I mean, like, you look at that, anybody can win that division any given day. The white, you basically look at Groves, Harper Woods in there, A&T, we don't know what they're going to have. I mean, Stony Creek, new coach Rick Powell, Rochester, you don't know what they're going to have. And then, of course, our favorite division, the red division. It would not surprise me this year if all 5 teams make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean, Oxford was the only team in the OAA-Red last year that was, on the cusp of the playoffs, and they still made it. Every team that West Bloomfield played last season made the playoffs, but at the top, coaches poll today just released moments before we did this interview. West Bloomfield at the top, Lake Orion a close second, Clarkston in third. But, what do you think about this red division? It's pretty wide open.
It's basically a kiss of death when you look at it. Yeah. I mean, like, Adams, you know that Veer, you know that they returned quarterback in Ryan Waters. I mean, like, they got a very good rushing attack. You know that Veer very well. You look at Lake Orion, you look at the Dragons. I mean, like, they returned the quarterback in Tierra Hill. There is some concern at the running back and the linebacking spots for them. I mean, you look at Clarkston. You don't know who their quarterback's going to be at the Brady College transferred to UD Jesuit. I mean, like, and then you look at West Bloomfield. How's Bo Jackson going to fit into Coach Jack Hilbert's system at West Bloomfield? So, and then Oxford, obviously, I feel like Oxford's got one of the best running backs in the game in Luke Johnson and a very underrated quarterback in Jack Hendricks. So when you look at this league, this is no doubt, in my opinion, the kiss of death, that especially in the OAA-Red when you look at that division.
Yeah, that's week by week. That's season-wide. That's especially as you're looking toward the playoffs for any team that's going to be facing a team in the red. Let's look forward to October 4th. We were just talking about it before we hit record on this. Lake Orion coming into West Bloomfield. I mean, I've been doing this for 7 years with Civic Center TV. I think maybe 6 of those Lake Orion-West Bloomfield games have been classics. What can we expect from that matchup from your side of town as we head toward that week?
Anytime you play West Bloomfield, it's going to be a street fight. And you really look at that matchup, Lake Orion does have an experienced quarterback. They have Jackie Vasquez as well. I think he's one of the X factors in the entire league. And when you look at Lake Orion, I think that they got a very good offensive line. I mean, very good defensive line as well. I mean, the only issues that I see with them is going to be the running back and the linebacker spot. And then, West Bloomfield, they play Chippewa Valley week 1, which is going to be very difficult. Got Groves week 2. I mean, so both these teams I think are going to be battle tested. And I think this game might be the red title game, but I don't know. I can't guarantee that, but I just think that when you look at this division, it's going to be the kiss of death division when you look at the red.
Played a huge factor in 2023. We're expecting much of the same in 2024. Sammy, thank you.
Thank you really much.
Sammy Taormina, Orion Neighborhood Television, also podcaster and blogmaster for OAA Now. You can check him out all throughout the season for the latest updates from across our league. Do your own research before you tune in to our broadcast. West Bloomfield football every week on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.